Hey there, legendary souls. Welcome back to Unconventional Counseling. Our full moon in Aquarius was exact today at 9:35 a.m. Central Time at 6 degrees and 30 minutes. So every full moon is a face-off between two counterpart energies. But for this full moon, both the moon and the sun are bringing reinforcements. Jupiter, who has recently moved into Leo, is conjunct our sun. And Pluto, which has recently gone retrograde, is conjunct our full moon. Our sun and Jupiter energy is in our collective's 12th house, and the 12th house represents our inner workings, our subconscious, and the ways that we perpetually feel isolated and oppressed. One of the best things you can do for yourself at this time is to sleep. Take a nap, rest your eyes, meditate. If you can lower stimuli in any way, it will do your mind good, and there will be plenty of insights that come to you if you're ready to receive it. When I think of Leo, I think of effortless radiance. So putting your energy towards sleeping and resting deeply feels like a lower effort pathway to shadow work. Our full moon is in our collective's 6th house of daily routines alongside a retrograding Pluto. This is a lot of energy that is shifting, disrupting, dismantling some pretty stable structures in your inner world that come out through your routines. This is bringing to mind the image of a scene in the movie Inception, where Elliot Page's character is creating in someone else's dream, is willing change in someone else's dream, and folds an entire city block on itself. So when they look up at the sky, there are skyscrapers coming down. The sleep and the rest that you get at this time is going to be giving you wild images just like this. Fantastical storylines and surges of energy that just as quick as it came on can fizzle out. And emotions that are hard to pinpoint, explain, or name. This energy is why. So don't stress yourself trying to figure it all out. You don't have to go back into the recesses of all of the depth of your pains and your traumas. That's not what this full moon is asking of you. If it needs to come up, it will do so in your dreams. It will do so in the quiet moments. The answers to the questions, the curiosities that you have of why is this happening now to me? Why do I feel this way at this time? You will receive it by doing less, by stilling yourself more. So instead of putting your focus into finding out all of the things and hurrying yourself and moving in a more masculine energy of doing and trying to make something change and will yourself to be in a different space or even to explain where you're at, this is the time to attempt to, all that doing energy you have, this is the time to attempt to soothe your inner child and to settle your nervous system by focusing on doing all the things you know how to do that do that, by finding the things that you know how to do that do that. I'm seeing blackout curtains and a nightlight. I'm seeing chamomile tea and listening to bedtime stories. I'm seeing a bubble bath and then getting into cozy pajamas and cuddling with a stuffed animal or a real-life furry friend. Simplicity is key. With Pluto retrograde conjunct our full moon, there are thoughts that are coming in lightning fast, or you're receiving downloads about the daily routines and activities that support ease and rest, and a feeling as though you've done enough. You're receiving downloads about what contributes to you feeling restless or like you aren't doing enough. You're receiving it all, if you're listening. I recently started watching the movie Eat, Pray, Love, and there's this scene early in the movie where Julia Roberts' character, Liz Gilbert, is in a barber shop in Italy. And one patron says to her that Americans burn themselves out by working too much, and they know how to entertain themselves, but that they don't know pleasure. And he goes on to say that Italians are experts in the art of doing nothing, which is called dolce par niente. And this translates into the sweetness of doing nothing. And I've been reflecting on that. I'm still watching the movie, but I paused it to switch over and do this reading for you. And I've been thinking America has ideologically and systemically been built on this mixture of puritanical morals, human trafficking, and enslaved labor. So it's really hard for most of us to enjoy the sweetness of doing nothing. It's much more likely that when we do nothing, it doesn't feel sweet. We have internalized narratives that say we're being lazy, or our nervous systems that are often overfunctioning are revving still when we experience some stillness. And it can be so uncomfortable. And also so much guilt can come up when we sit still. This is very much top of mind for me because this week I chose to take a break from work. And just following my intuition that this is the week to take a break. And I have been following my body's pace this week. And I've been moving with the curiosity of my inner child. And I've been surprised to find out that this week, when I'm not in my usual schedule, that so many of the self-care routines that I typically do feel like work right now. And it's truly, it's a little disorienting because when I'm working, I don't experience my self-care as work. I don't experience it in any sort of negative way. It doesn't feel like labor when I'm working. But I also have to say, I love my work so much, and I'm feeling this, I'm missing what I get to do every day. It means so much to me that I get to sit with clients. It feels so meaningful. I feel so fulfilled in this work that I've chosen to do and that I get to do. And I feel so invested in the lives of each of my clients. And I miss them all. And I'm aware that it's important to take breaks even when things are going well. And right now it feels important to take a break, to just kind of locate myself and to reflect and to be, to find out how proximal or how distant I am from dolce par niente, and the sweetness part of doing nothing is eluding me a little bit right now. I'm realizing it's something I'm going to have to keep practicing because I know that on such a deep level that making work and my self-care routines the cornerstone of my life is not the way that I want to live it for the next 6 months or for the next 20 years. So I'm going to challenge myself to do nothing sometimes and to sit in the discomfort of the boredom that comes up and to get to know myself and another level of my inner child through the practice. Right now, as I'm sharing these reflections, I'm sitting in front of a window on a sunny summer day, and a slight breeze is dancing through the leaves of a tree. And as I listen to the wind and I watch the leaves move and then still themselves, and I breathe deeply, I'm aware that trees don't get bored. They understand the sweetness of doing nothing and the majesty and the sacredness of existing. As I watch them right now, I get the sense that I have so much to learn. So, your homework for this full moon, your focus, is to do nothing. Lay down. Go to sleep. Sit with a tree. Just be, whether for 5 minutes or 20 or more, however much time you have to devote to it. Let's see if we can find the sweetness in it. For now, let's pause here, and I'll catch you in the future. Take the very best care of you, and until soon, peace.